They don't owe you nothing, folks. Nothing. They don't owe you nothing, folks. Look, I had a jump. I'm just gonna say one jump because I had a couple of jumps. But I had a jump. And man, I didn't do a lot for the girl, you know what I mean? Cause I try not to do the most. And they don't really like when you do the most, folks. So I didn't do the most. I ain't do the most because I don't do the most anyway. You're supposed to do the most for me. But god daggone, I didn't do the most for the girl, but I did do stuff for the girl. If she needed to chill, because she was like a single mother type joint, if she needed to chill, she can come over chill. If she wanted to cook, I would buy the food, she would cook it. I mean, she didn't really need nothing because she was getting child support and she had like a steady job. So it was no need for me to be packing her down with no money or nothing like that. I don't really do that anyway. But if she needed something, she can come. But more than anything, because she was older than me, she kind of, I ain't even gonna lie, she kind of took advantage of my time, you get what I'm saying? Because she used to come over, I'd be like, yo, you gotta go, fuck, I got stuff I want to do, you know what I mean? And she would just stay, I couldn't make her leave, you know what I'm saying? So she kind of took advantage of my time. Don't let no older Jones take advantage of y'all time, folks. Hit him and go, or hit him and chill, but once you ready to go, you leave, folks. You know what I'm saying? You can come back tomorrow or whatever, but don't make them leave you stuck. But we got there going chilling, and I mean we chilling and chilling. Turned from me chilling at her mom and dad's because she stayed with her parents and stuff. I stayed with my peoples too, but my peoples didn't stay in the house. My people stayed with my grandma, so I had my own crib basically. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no need for me to move out when I can just, throw $400 to my mama a month and help pay on the mortgage on the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because she won't never there no way. So it's but so old girl would come over or whatever, and it was cool. And first she stayed at her parents' crib. And then she got her own spot. And then she moved back to her parents' crib or whatever. But all that while, she was taking my time, folks. And then once I ain't gonna say I needed her, but once I needed some stuff from her as I got older, she wasn't there, folks. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say she completely turned her back, but she wasn't there. She wasn't there. Say if I need to say if I broke down on the side of the road or something like that, folks if I call her, yeah, she might answer the phone or whatever, but who want to do all of that? You get what I'm saying? I ain't even that type of nigga to be I ain't even that type of guy to be calling nobody over and over and over again. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you that first time, it should be that. But folks she didn't owe me nothing. And I had to come to that realization because I was mad as hell. I'm like, bitch, I'm like, girl, I'm like, girl, all this stuff I done did for you, all this and that or whatever, all this time we didn't spend together, and all this love that we didn't pass back and forth. You would think, you would be at my beck and call or whatever. But I had to know. And what you should know beforehand is they don't owe you nothing. And once they pretty much done with you, folks, unless you that type of person, they ain't circling back to check up on you like that. I got a couple to check back up on me. I got a couple that I can hit up and, I can kind of get what I want out of them, and it's been years and years, and some of them I don't even talk to, and they're still kind of, but because we vibed or whatever you want to call it, but they don't owe you nothing. So I mean, have your good time or whatever, but don't think because you done did this and that, that folks is gonna reciprocate or whatever. And I'm talking about some people don't get reciprocation at all. I'm talking about some reciprocation over years. You know what I'm saying? Over 5 years or whatever. But some people don't get reciprocation immediately. Some Jones don't even answer the phone. So, you know, but don't think she owe you something, folks. I'm talking about over years, though. I ain't gonna talk about like if she don't answer the phone or whatever. That ain't my shit. But over years, she don't owe you shit, folks. She don't owe you nothing. So keep it player, keep it P, keep it whatever the hell you want to call it. Just stand on that business.